Hey everybody, welcome back to the 12th episode of Comics in Briefs, the review show that sees me reading all these comics, and I'm going to let you know what I thought about some of them. So, hold on a second and we're going to get right on into it. Alright, first up we have Spawn number 281. Way back in our very first episodes of This Week in Comics, I recommended the dark horror storyline, based only on the fact that Jason Sean Alexander was going to be doing the art. It has been excellent since the beginning, all the way up until now, and the story has been very good also. Very steeped in horror, like the title would suggest. It's all been taking place in Japan, and it features Spawn's daughter, unbeknownst to her. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Just read the book. It's been excellent, and I'm really looking forward to the last part. Pick it up when it's in trade if you haven't already, or get the issues. I have them. Alright, next up we have 597 of Daredevil. This is the book I have gone on record to say I've been really enjoying. Once again, Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin of New York, is Mayor of New York, and he has waged war on the superheroes, especially Daredevil, and he has enlisted the aid of Matt Murdock, who works for the DA, and this whole issue had a big old conversation between him and the Kingpin. Not a whole lot of Daredevil going on, and it's also the middle part of a storyline, but the whole book has been great. I have every issue here at the store, and I highly recommend everybody pick it up. Nightwing number 36 is the next book. Most recently, there has been a new writing and art team in Sam Humphries and Bernard Chang. Mostly because of Sam Humphries, I'm actually picking this book up because Nightwing's okay. Sam Humphries just got done on a very good run on the Green Lanterns, which he kicked off for the Rebirth storylines. And Bernard Chang, I can't remember what he's done recently, but he's a really solid illustrator. Anyway, this story is all about a brand new villain that has been retconned through Nightwing's history, where he's come back at different points in his career. Anyway, it's good. I enjoy that aspect of it. Pick it up. Next up we have Old Man Hawkeye number 1. I enjoyed the issue. It had a lot of action, and it definitely had that going for it. There was also very good illustrations in the book. The story was okay. It's the very first issue of a 12-part story, so we're just really getting to know Hawkeye after however many years he stopped being a superhero. He also runs into Old Man Logan, so we can get that aspect out of the book out of the way. And we meet his family that he left behind. He still pines for Wanda, and it's Hawkeye. If you enjoy a grizzled Clint Barton, this is definitely the book for you. Good art, if I haven't said that before. And there's arrows that go through people's eyes. So, pick it up. Next up we have issue number 3 of Phoenix, The Resurrection of Jean Grey. This is a weekly series, and this is the 3rd issue, so it's almost over. It's been very good, even though not a whole lot has happened. Almost every issue is Jean Grey is experiencing things of her past, even though she's leading a very normal life. Like she's just a waitress. But then she sees herself drowning because the shuttle crashes, like we all know in X-Men lore. I enjoy the book. Each issue has had a different illustrator, but they all work very well together as far as the book is concerned. The only thing I really don't like is a lot of times new writers throw in things to let us old fans know that they know what we know. Case in point, there's a Cockram Park, and it's like, you don't need to signal to us that you know something. I blame Paul Dini because of Batman the Animated Series when they did like an O'Neill Street. And ever since then, everybody has to let everybody know that they know about comic books before them. Kind of a pet peeve. Last up we have Avengers number 675, the first part of a 16-part weekly series called No Surrender, with a special cover. Did I enjoy this book? That's very hard thing to answer. No, I did not. As a retailer, I can't stand the fact that there's a 16-part weekly series going on. Marvel always has the most expensive comics, and I ain't that big a fan of the Avengers to begin with. Uncanny Avengers got canceled, US Avengers got canceled, and they're just being put in this book anyway. I didn't like them. They got canceled, and yet here they are. And not to mention the fact that the people that are in the Avengers book get canceled out, and only the lamos are left behind at the end. And there's a brand new character that got retconned from the very beginning. Don't think of the Sentry, because this one's a woman. No, I did not like this book, but it had good artwork, and I'm going to read every issue, just so that you don't have to. But please, please, keep buying it. As always, I'd like to remind everybody that these are my opinions. What are yours? Please let me know what you're reading in the comments down below. Visit your local comic store, and we'll see you next week.